For Washington, we now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Williams. Just a little off. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cougars offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Going to the ground. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and park it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Freeman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're going to run it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Keeps it on the option. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Unloads quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Williams on the play fake. Using the quick game. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. It's Williams again. Finds his man. It's Moss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it in, headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Washington State going quickly. On the option. Now the pitch. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Ready, go! They'll try the right side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Cougars! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And we're starting to see these so much more on the regular. Just so many freaks out wide now. But watch the receiver. He goes up. He don't need to. One is good enough. He's that good. Nice snag. Pulls it in for the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Looking for blockers. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the play fake. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Play action with Williams. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. Pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There's a crease. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got a man. It's Freeman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. So
snags it, and he's open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, Dave.
Snags it, and there's running room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Oh, they're after him! Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Lets it fly on the move. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Motion from the wide receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Throwing, Williams. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. Still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington State lines up quickly. He leaves it with his back. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, looking for a man. Throwing right. Got his man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 9 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these 2 teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Reese?
Thanks, Holly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The offense changing the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here's Williams to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Williams will pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that 1st half. Whatever adjustments they made in the 2nd half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive checks.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There's a little room there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Washington State has it all working right now. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
So now it's 2nd and long. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. No one
makes the catch, and he's free. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Under fire. Touchdown Cougars. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing.
Runs through a man, and he might have space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Here's the pressure. Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Williams. A shot toward the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Williams. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. The Huskies back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab and room to run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Voorhees. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He's in open space downfield. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Running it to the right. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Crosses the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted deep in his own end. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Play fake, Williams. Firing to the right, complete. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nice move to keep running. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle across the 45. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Washington would love to just run out this clock. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun.
Check. 28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Jack, 692. Love check. Go.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs.